Now, from here, we need to get up onto the Nullarbor up here. So we've got two choices. We can follow the main road up here to Norseman and then carry on this way, or we can go through a Balladonia track through here, which is a shortcut, but there's no water and no people. It should take about 3 or 4 days to get through this way, and this way it'll probably take 5 or 6, probably 6. So the question is, do we go the risky route or the safe route? So I chose the shorter route, the route through the Parmango and Balladonia tracks, and yesterday I travelled 70 kilometres east of Esperance to wind up here at Condinup, and this is the jumping off point for the Parmango Balladonia track. So today, with the weather coming in, after speaking to some farmers saying big rain's coming later today and tomorrow, we're going to be trying to do 115 kilometres today to head north to get away from this weather. So it's going to be a big day today. Whew. What else? It's bloody cold. Alright, let's get cycling. It's time for a break, eh? Whew, a bit buggered. Let's see how far we come. It's lunchtime now, 12 o'clock, so time to eat is my first break of the day. We have gone 80 kilometres in 4 hours and 15 minutes, which means we've got 35 kilometres to go. The track so far has been slowly getting worse and worse, from tarmac to a good track. Now it's getting a little bit more bumpy, and I'm going a lot slower now. So with 35 k's to go, should take about 3 hours I think on this track. So hoping to get to camp at 3 p.m. as it being 12 o'clock now. But I'm glad I got the bulk of it done, that bloody 80 k's out of the way. 35 to go. Bloody flies. Well, the owner of this homestead that was built in 1890 has kindly offered for me to stay. So, it's very nice. I hope there's no ghosts. Oh, if there is, it's okay. Well, a big thanks to Roger for letting me stay there last night. It was a big storm came through. Big winds, big rain. Track should be pretty slippery today, I've been told, so got to watch out for that. 83 kilometres to the main road into Balladonia, so time to get going. Okay, I've reached the point where the Palmango Road meets the Balladonia truck. It's been hard going. It's only been 13 kilometres since I left the Homestead, and it's taken 1 hour and 10 minutes. Because of the rain, the track is just like an inch thick with mud and it's just slippery as ice. So, yeah, fun. See a sign over there, it says Conding up 130 and Esperance 200. Yeah, there you go. So the track there for Balladonia, meeting up, and the Palmango. Well, I think it's time to set up a bit of a makeshift shelter here because I feel like I'm going to get swallowed up by the storm. Feels like it's coming in, encompassing me, ready to go. Here's a bit of water for you. Yeah. Keep riding or set up a tarp. I think set up a tarp. Well, it hit, and it hit hard. Just trying to wait for a bit of a lull, and then I'll keep on trying to go. I've got about 45 kilometres to go to reach the main road and a service station there. So at the moment I'm doing about 10 k's per hour, so it's 12 o'clock now, 45 k's to go. Hopefully I'll get there by 5 p.m, which is about the time it gets dark. But with this cloud cover, it'll probably get dark a lot quicker than that, so we'll get ready now and we'll see how we go on the track, because the track's going to look pretty damn wet. Well, the good news is that it looks like it's going to clear up over there in the long distance over there. The weather's been coming in from the southwest over here, so fingers crossed it's going to clear. Okay, push on. What's going on here, eh? Ooh. Stolen or broken down, the number plate's gone. Got some undies on the back window. I'm thinking about maybe sleeping in there tonight. That looks very comfortable. Yes, I made it to the air highway. Made it. Made it! Woo. Sun's just going down, it's 5 o'clock now. And I did it. 204 kilometres? Yeah, sweet as. Okay, it's 3:30 a.m. here in luxurious tent land. Thought I'd give my final thoughts on the Parmango Road and Balladonia track. A couple hundred kilometres long. The first 80 was alright. Last 120 not so good. Full of corrugations and big rocks and just bouncing the whole time. So you're going to be going very slow for that last 120 kilometres. Definitely don't do it if it's going to be wet or if it is wet, because it just won't be passable. And if you're not doing it when it's wet, you probably do it when it's hot. You're going to need a lot of water for that. I took 7 litres, I only used 6, but that's only because it's cool. I'd be taking a lot more in summer, that's for sure. There was only 2 times I saw people out there. That was that first truck that passed me and old Roger at the Homestead. So just be aware that there's nothing out there. And that's about it. I wouldn't do it again because I've done it once. Sure, it's a shortcut, but it's a shortcut that takes a toll on the body and on the bike too. So just be aware, if you break down out there, you're pretty much on your own. Yeah, that's about it for the Balladonia track. I think it's time to try and get some more sleep before I have to get up and start riding again. Alright. That's me done. Alrighty. Waking up on the side of the road here, the air highway. Slept here on the side of the road last night. They do have a caravan park over there. However, they wanted $50 a night to stay there. And for a hot shower, I'm not paying $50 for a hot shower. So, camped out here. Fire going is pretty bloody cold, as you know. About to get packed up and start heading east. Next town is 180 kilometres away. What's that called? I forget now. Kaiguna, something like that. Anyway, it's 180 kilometres that way, and there's nothing in between here and there. So, going to be packing up a bit of water. I'll be sleeping out again, and yeah, it's too far to do in one day. So, I'll be camping a bit like this again tonight, I'd say. Winds are supposed to be coming westerly from the west today, but there's not much around at the moment, so hopefully it picks up and I get a little bit of a tailwind for the first time. That'll be lucky for me. Alright, I'm going to enjoy the coffee fire and have a coffee and just wake up, eh? Kaiguna. After yesterday's ride of 181 kilometres, we made it here. Big ride yesterday, but it was nice just to have a tailwind. Today I'm hoping for another one. It's not here yet, but hopefully it comes in. It's 155 kilometres to Mildura, which I'll be aiming for today. And yeah, time to have some brekkie and pack up and get going. Look at this bush day. Beautiful Australian bush. Yes. What do you normally do on a Sunday? Well, probably not this. At the moment I just left Mundrabilla and I'm heading towards Eucla and the border village. The border village is obviously on the border of South Australia and Western Australia, and that'll be my week done. Started in Esperance on Monday, and I've pushed hard to get to the border today, Sunday. So yeah, it's been a long week, hard week, and today's thrown up a nice strong northeasterly 35 km/h winds up against me. It's just lucky I don't have too far to go. It's only 80 kilometres, so no worries, eh? I was planning on getting there early today, but with these winds it's just going to be a typical day arrival, probably 3 or 4 o'clock. Yeah. One thing to note, which has been doing my head in a bit, is the change of time zone, that if you didn't notice it back there on the board. Still in Western Australia, but the time's gone forward 45 minutes. So, strange. And then once I cross the border, they'll go ahead again another 45 minutes. Yeah. So, I'm cycling into the future, I guess. It's one way to look at it. Probably a crazy way to look at it, but one way. Alright, well, I hope you can hear me with this mic on, because it's bloody windy out here. And I'll see you in Eucla. Woohoo! Nearly at the border. Well, good morning and waking up for the first day here in South Australia. Thank goodness we made it across the border late yesterday and camped here at the border village. So, what's ahead is Nullarbor. It's going to happen today. But that's going to end episode 3, and before I take off, I think it's time to have a look at the map. It's map time. Okay, so looking at the map here, we started in Mandurah, came around to Albany, and we left Esperance last time. And in the last 7 days, managed to go to Condingup and Parmango and Balladonia track, and then follow the main air highway across to the border here, where we're staying. Now for the next 5 days, today's Monday morning, I want to try to get to Seduna here. It's about 500 kilometres, and I want to do that in the 5 days that I've got, because once I get to Seduna, I want to have a break because I'm buggered. My legs need a break. So 500 kilometres across the Nullarbor here to Seduna for this week, and I'll be very happy man. Saying that, our sponsors have been kind enough to up our budget, and therefore we have a secondary map. And this map is of Australia. And here we are. So, the idea, Perth, come all the way to the border, down to Nullarbor, and then we want to come through here. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. Come through here somehow, get up to Airlie Beach up here. Someone told me it's beautiful up there, so we'll go up there, and then somehow again up to Darwin and finish. So that's it. And a big thank you to the sponsors for the new map. Wonderful. I'll see you on the Nullarbor.
and here's to tailwinds, please.